you mean? What are you talking about? Oh. All the same. How'd I do, Mr. McEnroe?
Not bad. When you hit a jug next time, remember, you gotta follow through with the backhand. Like this. Put him in his chair.
Mr. Tartamopoulos, Mr. Arntop is here to see you.
Oh, that's that bright young writer. Send him in. Hello there. I've been reading the presentation of your TV show, Home Movies. I'm very excited. Sit down and tell me more about it. This is a winner. I wouldn't change a word in this. Tell me about it. I'm all ears.
It's unique, and it's never been done before. It's totally fresh to network television. You have nothing on your network like it. It's a show that stands by itself, and the expense is very low.
Sounds great.
You see, it's an honest show. Real people using real home movies from all over the country.
I see. That's different now. Can you give me an example of the first episode?
Sure. Oh, the first episode is my own home movie. It's all about my grandmother's 102nd birthday, and we filmed it right in her own house. And all the relatives were there. It was a beautiful and touching experience. But there was no laugh track.
No.
It was pure, honest, emotional entertainment.
Right.
I call it Grandma's 102nd birthday.
Oh. Fantastic. Now, who was in the movie? Tell me all about it.
My cousins and my brothers and sisters and my mom and dad and a few of the neighbors. Oh, you'll love them.
I'm sure I will. You've got me convinced now. Let's see what tiny changes we can make in this to make it a good primetime television show. How many children at the party?
5.
5? We'll make it 6. Gary Coleman sitting on your grandmother's lap is dynamite.
Gary Coleman is going to play one of Bertha Lipschitz' grandchildren?
Don't worry. Halfway through the party, Eric Estrada will come in and arrest him for impersonating a Jew.
Crazy.
Crazy. Look, what do you want, a series or a one-shot? People have to know the family's on the air. They got to tune in. Now, where was I? Gary Coleman arrested by Eric Estrada. We've got to have some comedy. Who sang Happy Birthday?
My blind Aunt Clara.
Good. Then she won't be able to see Bob Hope standing on her while he sings Thanks for the Memories.
Thanks for the memories?
Great title for the show. You're always thinking. This is really fresh.
Give me back my script. You're ruining this.
Ruin it. I was just going to call Victoria Principal to see if she'd jump out of the cake, but you don't appreciate that. You're like all the other writers who try to make the network executive into the enemy.
You're ruining a pure and beautiful idea.
You call having Edward Asner personally serving the birthday cake and making an El Salvadorian speech directly to your grandmother ruining your idea? Do you think that if Charlton Heston dressed as Moses pushed Asner's face into the cake as your grandmother was making a wish, you don't think that would add ratings to your show? I'm here to help. We're a team, kid. We're hot. How hot are we? Oh, good idea. Good idea. We'll have Carson there, too. All the guests will help the show. And his, too. And one final question. Where does your grandmother live?
In a tenement in Brooklyn.
Perfect! We'll have it on the boat in the South Seas. That way we'll get a chance to see your grandmother and her sister, played by Lani Jogos Anderson, in a low-cut bathing suit. Kid, we gotta hit. Put her there!
Give me that script, you lowlife. You have taken a pure and wonderful and sensitive idea and poured your narrow-minded, illogical network, 2-year-old mentality into it. I wouldn't let you touch this idea with a 10-foot pole. You can take your network and all your guest stars and shove them where the sun don't shine. As far as I'm concerned, you can rot in hell.
Does that mean you don't want Red Fox to play your grandmother?
just thought we have some rather distressing news. Super Dave Osborne was going to perform his unbelievable human baseball stunt this evening, but something has gone wrong. So let's switch now to Pearlson Park in Atlanta, Georgia, with Super Dave Osborne, and maybe we can find out what the problem is. Take it away, Super Dave.
Thank you, John Biner. I have some distressing news for you tonight. As you know, I was planning my human baseball stunt, where I was going to be taped in a ball with friction tape and then shot out of a cannon 400 yards into this mitt. Well, I am so upset after reading an article in this trash newspaper that I have lost all my ability to concentrate. What they said was Super Dave Osborne will capitalize on anybody or anything just to further his own career. They said if someone is hot, Super Dave would use him. Well, those of you who know me know nothing could be farther from the truth. Anyway, I'm so upset. I'll have to postpone this baseball stunt, and we'll just have to show you a stunt from last year. Do we have any from last year? I don't care which one, just run one.
We have the tape of you being crushed in the car, Dave.
Fuck the car crusher, okay? Run the Mr. T spot. How else am I going to capitalize him? He's hot, okay? Run it. Car crusher.
Hello, everybody. This is Mike Walden, and I'm standing in one of the most beautiful areas in the world, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, the site of this evening's stunt by the incredible Super Dave Osborne. As a matter of fact, I can hear him coming right now on his famous Super Dave motorcycle. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure and an honor to introduce to you the great Super Dave Osborne. Yes, welcome, Super Dave. Welcome.
Well, thank you, Mike. As usual, it's a privilege to be here.
All right. Super Dave, I'm going to level with you right at the outset. I have never seen you so nervous about a stunt as the one that you're preparing for tonight.
Well, I have to admit, Mike, I'm almost afraid. Super Dave, as you know, fears almost nothing, but I am worried. This stunt is so dangerous, and of course I have to be concerned with the wind conditions. I'm extremely concerned, but the networks have put up so much money, and we've got the satellite beaming this to over 40 countries. I just couldn't let the public down.
Well, Super Dave, as you well know, the two of us over the years have developed a great relationship. Not just as a great athlete and a great announcer, but it's friend to friend. And no matter what expense and trouble that other people have gone to, I know that you have only one life. You've got to be concerned about number one, yourself. So if you want to back out, we'll understand.
Well, Mike, what I'm going to do and what I want to do are two different things. Super Dave gave his word, and that's the way it's going to stand. Let's get on with the stunt. Guys?
Well, as you can see, Super Dave this evening will be wearing more protection than he's ever worn before. But now the question is, will it be enough? Super Dave is also being fitted with a special aluminum fiber fabric truss, which will absorb shock waves in excess of 5 G's of force. The straps, of course, are made out of genuine Saskatchewan sealskin bindings. All right, now I do believe everything is set. Super Dave, are you ready?
Well, Mike, I'm as ready as I'm going to be. I just want to say one thing before I do tonight's stunt. I want to say to my family, God bless you. Without their support, I would never have the courage to do what I do.
Ah, beautifully said as always, Super Dave. Are you ready?
I'm ready, Mike.
All right, let's go. Excuse me, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the winner of the toughest bouncer championship of the world, also known as the world's greatest bodyguard, a fine actor, a true gentleman, and one of the toughest men that ever lived. Ladies and gentlemen, the man who played Clubber Lang in Rocky III, the one, the only, Mr. T. Super Dave, Mr. T, Mr. T, Super Dave. Good luck, Super Dave.
Thanks, Mike.
As usual, Super Dave is being mic'd with a special transistorized microphone so we can hear what happens in the stunt.
Mr. T, I have some things I'd like to say to you. I have them written down here. First of all, in Rocky III, they called you Clubber Lang. Now that I see you in person, it should have been Blubber Lang. Where do you get your hair cut, in a pet shop? You know something? I have trouble picking you out in a room full of faggots. What's black and gray and rolls around the parking lot of McDonald's? Mr. T and a pigeon fighting over an old French fry.
Please.
Certainly. Well, Mr. T has invited me into his tent. This stunt is much easier than I thought it would be. I thought he was going to try to hurt me, but obviously my courage and my fame has intimidated him. Where'd you get your hair cut in the pet shop?
Oh, you broke my cup! What's under my cup? Oh, Mr. T, don't stop! Oh, no, not that! Oh, Mr. T! Oh, shit!
Oh, my gosh, I haven't heard Super Dave scream like that since he was crushed in the car. I'm very worried. I don't know what to say. Where's Super Dave? Super Dave, are you all right? Are you in there?
No, Mike, I'm in here.
Where?
I'm in his stomach.
Super Dave, are you all right?
Oh, yes, Mike, I'm just fine. That's a brilliant fucking question.
You're alive, Super Dave.
You call this living, Putz? Stand in front of his navel so I can see you. Oh, before I forget, I'd just like to tell all the kids out there, don't try this stunt at home.
You are a true superhero.
And Mike, you're
Super
a true
Dave,
super Putz.
before I send it back to Bazaar, can I go on record by saying that this has been your most difficult stunt?
No, Mike, my most difficult stunt will be coming up.
What is that?
Trying to get out of here. I'm just glad I don't have my boots on.
Well, this is Mike Walden speaking to you from an elated Super Dave Osborne and a little heavier Mr. T, returning you to Bazaar.
Hey, look at this. This fried chicken hasn't been touched. Mr. T, I hate to be impolite, but if you'd swallow a napkin and sit on a candle, I could have myself a formal dinner.
Now, remember, Billy, you must behave because Grandpa's very irritable today.
He's always irritable, Grandma.
Well, maybe he'll be better now that he has his new electric wheelchair.
Get the hell out of my way, you're in my path! Get it out! Come on, teacher! You think they give you a book with this damn thing? Come on, move it! Get over there, back!
Sometimes you're the most cantankerous, mean old man in the world, you know that?
Well, that's where you're wrong, teabag tits. Will a cantankerous old man feed the pigeons?
My God, those pigeons have stopped moving.
That's how you know when they're full. There's some little puppies around here I could feed. What the hell are you doing?
I'm going to play with the new electric car Grandma got me for Christmas. It's got a remote control, see?
Oh, that's where you're wrong, you little jerk. Don't you know I got a pacemaker, a hearing aid, an electric wheelchair? Those remote controls can cause havoc with these things.
Oh, Wilbur, it's a simple little toy. Let the child play.
No way, that thing's already affected my hearing aid. I thought you said let the child play.
Wilbur, do you want the boy to grow up to hate his grandparents?
Hey, I got about a week to live. You're obviously mistaking me for someone who gives a shit.
Well, why don't you just turn off your hearing aid and go to sleep?
I won't fight that dream.
All right, now, Billy, you can play, but quietly so you don't wake your grandpa.
Oh, boy, let's see. The directions say if you push it forward, it goes forward. And if you push it back, it goes back.
Well, isn't that adorable? Now, what happens if you push this?
Well, that's the boomerang button.
Ooh.
You press it down, and the car goes away. And you release it, and the car comes back.
Ooh, why don't we try it?
Here goes.
Okay, Billy, let's see if it comes back.
Okay.
too busy having my spleen crushed by a Greyhound bus.
Are you all right?
I don't know. What the hell am I, a doctor? Look, oh, damn, I shot myself accidentally 5 times. And I was saving those bullets for Billy.
I'm sorry, Grandpa. Are you going to spank me?
I'll kill you, it's more like it. Give me that damn thing. I'm going to crush it into a million pieces.
No.
Oh, now, Wilbur, calm down. Billy will not play with the car again, will you, Billy?
No.
I can't trust him.
Billy, promise your grandfather you won't play with the car again.
I promise I won't play with the car. Cross my heart.
All right?
All right.
Can I play with the helicopter?
What helicopter? I don't see no
This
damn...
one.
Oh,
See no damn...
isn't that amazing? That's even more wonderful than the car.
Holy jumping shit!
Mom, Dad.
Well, thank you, Billy. You did a beautiful job. Come on, let's go home and we'll have some cookies and milk.
On the way home, let's stop by the drugstore and get some new batteries. We can keep them up there for weeks.
Oh, that's a groovy idea.
Very special part of tonight's show. As you know, my good friend Billy Barty has been with us from time to time over the years on Bazaar here. Well, in his lifetime, Billy's taken a lot of kidding, and he's taken it better than any of us, I'm sure. But recently, something was printed in one of those trash magazines that was infuriating Billy, and I was talking to him about it. So not only as a friend, but as an important part of Bazaar, I'd like to give Billy this platform to answer that article. Ladies and gentlemen, the very talented and wonderful Billy Barty. Good to see you, Bill.
Well, thank you, John. It's wonderful being here.
So let's get right to it. Why are you feeling so badly about this article?
Well, I'll tell you why.
Uh-huh.
You know, I've been in this business all of my life, 25 years.
28, Billy. I haven't counted.
No. Hey, listen, that was just a little joke. Little joke, get it?
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, you know, I've just completed my 75th movie, Cowboy Battles, and some jerk reviewer said I didn't do my own stunts. You believe that?
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Hey, a stand-in did all of my fight scenes.
That's ridiculous,
Yeah.
Billy. I don't ever remember you using a stand-in except for when you did those porno movies. Just a joke, Bill. Don't get upset.
Oh, let's be serious, John, okay?
I'm sorry.
You
You know
gave
I
us
love
some-
you, and that's why I'm giving you this platform. Go ahead, take it.
All right. Well, listen. Anyway, I did all my own stunts in this movie, and this dummy, this jerk, said I didn't. And he pointed out other movies, like Flash Dances, where someone else did the dancing, and Superman, where someone else did the flying. And not only that, Deep Throat. Now,
what did somebody else do in Deep Throat?
They got a better imagination. Anyway, listen. What I'd like to do tonight is show you a clip from Cowboy Battles and let you decide.
All right, great. Let's roll it. Let's take a look.
Okay. Hey, Tex. I hear you've been looking for me.
That's right. I looked in all the mouse holes and under the rug, but I couldn't find you.
Well, if you're such a big man, I'm here. So why don't you do something about it?
I'd love to. Which hand you want me to kill you with?
Well, you gotta connect first. buck wild, Billy. You know what you're in for. Oh, yeah. And one more thing. Well, you see, John, I put a lot of effort into those fights, and it's infuriating to see what some fool said he saw.
When you're right, Billy, and I'm glad we can give the public the chance to see how right you are.
Well, thank you, John.
Now, I want to say one other thing. As long as I've known you, Billy, you've never used a stand-in in anything you've ever done.
Thank you, John.
Let's get it. Thank you very much. Thank you. You had a great time bringing the show to you tonight, and we hope to see you next week. Tune in. We'll see you later. I'll go this way.